Hey there YouTube lovers, my name is BB8 and today I am going to share my list of GameCube games that should get a remaster after Metroid Prime Remastered. And with the release of Metroid Prime Remastered on Nintendo Switch, I was actually triggered to do a top 10 list for GameCube games that should get remasters, and I managed to come up with a good chunk of GameCube games that should actually make it to the Nintendo Switch in remaster form. And unfortunately this list does not include Mario Kart Double Dash, Super Smash Bros. Melee, or any of the GameCube Mario Karts. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Number 10, Pokemon Colosseum. I know what you're thinking. Isn't Pokemon Stadium the most random game to ask for a remaster for when it comes to the Switch? Yes, but the fact that we barely get games with the Stadium formula anymore, I do think remastering Pokemon Colosseum could actually be a leap for the Pokemon franchise, not only for bringing back the Stadium formula, but also could be an experiment towards a multiplayer hub. Because yet again, we barely get games with the Stadium formula anymore, but I think with Colosseum having battle mode, a story, and being able to bring your Pokemon over from the Game Boy Advance, I do feel like there's a lot more they can do with a Colosseum remaster by polishing up the graphics a bit, adding a larger variety of Pokemon you can bring over, and you can do it with ease by having Colosseum link to Pokemon Home in order to dive in to battle. And adding online play into the mix would be huge. So I think adding Pokemon Colosseum could actually bring the Stadium formula back. It's only a matter of time to find out if they will. Number 9, Kirby Air Ride. Like, come on Nintendo. Why have we not had another Kirby Air Ride game? This game was literally the holy grail of the Kirby series. How the hell have we not had another Kirby game with the Air Ride formula? And I do think bringing Kirby Air Ride to the Switch might actually be the most clever excuse to have a Kirby game with online multiplayer. Well, we already have Kirby's Dream Buffet, but playing Kirby Air Ride in modern day, on the go, with online, I would be on board with that. Number 8, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I would put this higher on the list, but don't forget, we already have the original Metroid Prime there on the Switch. But I do think Metroid Prime 2 Echoes would be a worthy addition to the remasters. And don't forget, I think Metroid Prime 2 Echoes does do the Samus suit design a bit better than the original Metroid Prime. And not only for the suit design, but I would think the visuals on the suits would actually look stunning. And not only just the story mode, but we could also have online multiplayer as well, since the original Metroid Prime 2 Echoes does have co-op multiplayer where you just play on the same console, but adding online multiplayer with anyone could actually make it more fun than the original game. And I think it's been a while since we've had a multiplayer Metroid, if you ignored Metroid Prime Federation Force. But Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, a remaster with multiplayer, go ahead, take my money. The first one was enjoyable, but the sequel with multiplayer, online multiplayer, yes please, take my money, here you go, we're playing it. Number 7, Pikmin 1 and 2. I doubt one of these two is gonna happen anytime soon, because Pikmin 4 is on the way in July. I doubt that we would even get a remaster of the original 2 in the Pikmin 4 engine. But going back to the original 2 Pikmin games, for people who are curious about the original Pikmin games, we already have Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the Switch. It's just going back to the original 2 in order to get people prepared for what's to come. Even though I will be picking up Pikmin 3 Deluxe within the next few months to prepare for Pikmin 4, I thought I would just put Pikmin 1 and 2 here as an excuse, because Pikmin 4 is on the way. Number 6, Wario World. Like, come on, Nintendo. I don't remember the last time they came out with a Wario game outside of the WarioWare franchise. Like, WarioWare's fun and all, but bring back the WarioWare platformers. Like, they were fun. And especially Wario World. Because playing Wario Land in 3D, why not? Because we never ended up with a sequel to Wario World, which is sad. But if they do manage to polish things up for Wario World, they could bring more platforming Wario to the Switch. Even though I did already mention Wario Land 4 in my Game Boy Advance video that I hadn't long ago made. But overall, Wario World was fun. Like, why not just add it? Number 5, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Like, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door is the best of the Paper Mario franchise, and I'm surprised this hasn't become playable in a while. Like, yet again, we have not had a platform with 2 Paper Mario games as of this recording. Ignoring the Switch Online port of the original Paper Mario, we've not had 2 Paper Mario games on the Switch. Like, the Origami King was actually alright, but going back to to the 1000-Year Door in the Origami King engine, I'd see the game being a blast. With its huge variety of characters, its world building, and even the story, Paper Mario The 1000-Year Door, I think, would be an awesome classic to come back to if Nintendo were to remaster it. Number 4, Chibi Robo Plug into Adventure. I doubt this one would happen, because we've not actually heard from Skip, the company that had developed the Chibi Robo games, since 2015, when we don't need to talk about it, had released. Because unfortunately, we've not had a Chibi Robo game in ages. And I doubt that we would get one ever again under Skip. But I do actually have a way that the Chibi Robo franchise can actually be revived. If Chibi Robo actually got a remake or a remaster without Skip and becomes a return to form for Chibi Robo, I think a Chibi Robo remaster could actually work. May not perform the best in sales, because Chibi Robo may not be a household name, but coming back to the original Chibi Robo game in brilliant graphics, I think would be a blast and would give people a sense of nostalgia, if you come to think of it. But overall, I do think a Plug into Adventure remaster would be fun. Number 3, F-Zero GX. I did end up playing F-Zero X on Nintendo Switch Online, and I've had so much fun with F-Zero X. But the only problem with F-Zero X is it doesn't have online multiplayer, at least to anyone. But if we got a remaster of F-Zero GX with all the characters there, all the tracks, and the same story mode as the original game, I would literally run to my nearest game, pick up F-Zero GX, and literally just sit there playing it for hours. Because F-Zero X was fun, and with my recent tryout of the Fast Remix trial for Nintendo Switch Online, it really makes me want an F-Zero GX remaster. And I do think bringing back F-Zero GX with online multiplayer can end up being a huge leap for the F-Zero franchise. Because I do think online multiplayer would be fun. And the reason I put F-Zero GX on the list is there's not a shortage of things to do. There's plenty of stuff you can do within F-Zero GX. And I do think bringing it to the Nintendo Switch in the form of a remaster would be fun, and it would be an immediate purchase for me. Number 2, Luigi's Mansion. I know this game already got a sort of a remake or a port on the 3DS, but it was kind of disappointing that they brought it to the 3DS and not the Switch, if you think about it. But with it being the 10th anniversary of Luigi's Mansion 2 this year, the way I would see Luigi's Mansion coming in remaster form is probably doing a bundle of both the original Luigi's Mansion and Luigi's Mansion 2. And since I have nostalgia for Luigi's Mansion 2, I would immediately grab it. And with the game being redone in the Luigi's Mansion 3 engine, with Skyscraper mode and Scream Park between the Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2 games, I think a Luigi's Mansion double pack with 1 and 2 would definitely be a grab. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Like, Twilight Princess already had a remaster on the Wii U, but bringing Twilight Princess to the Switch, yet again, I've always wanted to play Twilight Princess, so getting to witness it for the first time, it just appeals. And I already have the Wolf Link and Midna amiibo already sitting there in my collection. So if they brought back Twilight Princess to the Switch with the amiibo support from the Wii U remaster in there as well, I think this would be an immediate grab. Like, literally, Twilight Princess is just the Zelda game I've always wanted to play. And I'm hoping that they redo it in better graphics than the Wii U version, and by the looks of the mechanics in the game, Twilight Princess does look like a fun time, and like, I'd be on board with picking up the game on the remaster's launch. So guys, what did you think of my list of top 10 GameCube games that should get remasters? I know some of these might be a bit weird choices, but really, unfortunately, I tried not to include any form of multiplayer game that has already had an installment on the Switch. So the reason that Mario Kart Double Dash didn't make it to the list was probably because of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, with the remade tracks going to 8 Deluxe anyway, so I didn't really see a point on Double Dash being remastered. Smash Melee I didn't include because Smash Ultimate technically has all the characters from Melee, and I don't even see why they need it. Mario Strikers I didn't include because of Battle League, and the original Mario Party games from the GameCube I didn't include in here either because of Mario Party Superstars, which does have a huge collection of mini-games from every mainline Mario Party game. So those are the ones I did not end up including on the list. So, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notification bell on so you don't miss another video like this one. And I will see you all in a future video. BB8 out.